Alright, hey, Hayes Mega here, and welcome to another WR250E build video. Alright, so in the last video, we reinforced the front motor mount again, alright, like after the initial reinforcement. Alright, I extended the left bracket all the way forward more, so it's more comfy, is what I'm going to say. And I added a little more material to the bracket, and then I pounded this. I bent the side of the bracket, all right, where the motor mount goes on, so I can get the motor in and out more easily. Okay. We still got to do some work on the rear mount, all right, but that'll be after this. All right. We're gonna do more work on the front mount. All right, guys. This front mount is gonna be rock solid. All right, guys. And yeah, for the most part, the chain is pretty well aligned. All right, and then we found out that the reason it seems like the chain is binding is because of the motor. All right, the way this controller controls when it goes in reverse, it skips back and forth. Okay, and that's causing it's making it sound like it's binding or something. It sounds awful, guys. But I'm planning to get rid of this controller anyway, so it won't be a problem, I hope. Okay, it could be just a problem with the QS138, I don't know. Okay, so why does Hayes Mega have this piece of flat bar steel? Alright, this flat piece of metal is we're going to use this to make a reinforcement bracket. Alright, this is what I was thinking at the, when we were already gonna, at the beginning of making the front mount stronger, alright, like in the very beginning, alright, was we can make it stronger by making a bracket that goes from the motor mount or the motor to the other mount that's on top. So there's some on the bottom. Yeah, let's go take a look at it, all right, guys, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. The left side will be easier than the right side because the motor is offset. All right, with the way the motor is mounted, it's offset with the mounts. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, guys, so here's what we're working with here. All right, so we've got the way this motor mount mounts onto this frame, all right, is it attaches to the swing arm bolt back here, all right, or basically it just floats on that shit, man. I didn't know that. And then there's this bracket here. This is a Lithium King brackets, guys, and they've extended it by adding a plate to it, all right, and then they drilled holes to it. So we made it stronger by making this stronger. We can also make it stronger by adding a brace to it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add a brace that connects from here to here. All right, because there's nothing here, guys. It's just dead space. All right, we're not using it for anything. All right, so why not use it to beef up the motor more? Okay, this is originally a motor mount anyways, so that's what it was used for. All right, this thing, it looks like they've cut like a lot of it. I'm pretty sure that this was probably connected up to here. I gotta go look at the gasoline engine, because I have a gasoline engine frame and it still has the subframe on it. But I get the feeling that this used to be like this before, okay? So this is the way this is, all right, guys. Okay, so what the person who built this used this for is to make a bracket, all right? He used the motor brackets for oh, that's weird. He used the motor brackets to install this battery tray. How does this go? Does it go like that? I don't know. That's a good question. You can shift the battery in and out. It doesn't go on the inside, or it doesn't go on the outside either. I think you've got to bend the mounts to get it in there or something. I don't remember how it was on there before, guys. Anyway, this is supposed to bolt up to those top mounts, okay? So we're gonna I have to make sure that the piece of flat steel. All right, guys. Here's the brainstorming, guys. We're at the theory portion. All right, guys. So we're gonna make a brace with this that goes from here to here. Right. This is an 1/8 inch steel. I also have aluminum. Yeah, we could probably use aluminum, but I think steel will be better. All right. Plus, all the weight is down low. It's not gonna it's not really going to add that much weight to it, okay? But I think it's a good idea because the motor spins this way, right? So there's a, you know, Newton's law, right? I think it's for every action there is an equal or opposite reaction, right? So the motor is spinning this way, so the opposite reaction is for the motor. The counter shaft spins this way, so the motor is going to want to torque this way. All right. So if you have something bracing it over here and here, all right, it'll make this more rock solid, all right, because it's going to want to twist, all right, and this is in the direction of that twist, all right. It's going to stop it from wanting to twist, or it's called torque, guys, all right. Yeah, it's kind of like a helicopter, right? When you have the rotor blades spinning, well, the body of the helicopter wants to spin in the opposite direction, right? To counteract that, you have the tail rotor, right? So yeah, that's why we're going to add this here. It's going to stop this motor from moving up that way more, okay? So it'll thus reinforce the front mount even more, okay? This thing will be rock solid, all right? It is already rock solid, but I'm going to make it even more so, okay? Okay, the plan is make a bracket from here to here, all right? And the purpose of this video, we'll focus on the left mount. The right mount is going to be more difficult. When we get there, we'll do more brainstorming, all right, guys? But the area around the motor and the bracket, we'll have to grind it, all right? We'll have to fit it, all right? We have to fabricate a bracket that will mount here, and then it won't interfere with the motor, okay, because it's pretty close to the motor right here. All right, so we got to make it so it goes around here, through here, all right, and we got to also make sure it doesn't interfere with the battery tray, okay? So we'll get the battery tray back on there, all right? I mean, we can just do it with it right here, okay? Just like that, all right, guys? And then we have to trim the bracket so it doesn't interfere with this, okay? This side should be easy because we don't have to do any in and out. Basically, we're just going to go from here to like right here, right? What I might do is, yeah, I might just stick it between the bracket, the battery tray and the bracket right here. So, well, wherever it wants to go, all right? Wherever it feels happy, all right? Either behind or in the front, all right? We'll figure it out when we get there, all right? Okay. So that's the scoop, guys. So we're gonna take these off, and then we're gonna drill holes, and then we're gonna bolt it onto the frame. All right. So that's the scoop, guys. Pretty simple stuff. All right. But I think it'll be effective, right? We gotta try to make this front mount as strong as possible, because we can even extend it. We can make it even longer. That might be even better. So I might do that. We'll go from here as far as we can go, all right, as far as we can go. Maybe like we'll stop it right here, because see, I feel, you know what, I didn't think about that. We're actually using these slots, though. We're using these slots for the battery strap to hold the battery in. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that, okay, guys? So maybe we'll 86 that idea. We're not gonna have it go all the way, all right? We're just gonna have it go this way, and maybe we'll try to keep this opening open, all right, guys? I know it just makes it weaker, all right, this slot here, and we're not even using it. There should be a motor mount right here, mounting right here, all right, but the guy that built this didn't want to do it that way. They used the existing motor mount, so it's perfectly fine, but to do that, he had to extend the bracket more, okay? But what I'm using this hole for is the, whatchamacallit, the strap, all right, the strap that holds the battery, the whole battery assembly and the tray down to the motor, to keep it from flopping around, okay? And I want it like that, okay? I actually opened up the other side so the strap would fit in there nicely too. Okay, so yeah, we kind of have to have that in there. I kind of want that in there, all right? And then but yeah, we'll reinforce this front area more by adding a brace here, okay? All right, and so here's my plan to do it, all right? Okay, I've got some cardboard here. This is the handguards, the cardboard that came with the handguards. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I think that's enough right there, right? Yeah, that should be enough. What I'll do is I'm gonna we're going to cut a piece of flat section out of this. Alright guys, we're going to use this as a stencil. Yeah, anyway, we'll draw a line right there. We'll cut this, alright, and then we're going to use this as a bracket or template. Alright, so we're not having to fit it back and forth, and then we're grinding and trimming and all that stuff. This is a lot easier to cut than this, okay guys? So we're going to use this as a model for this, alright? So I'm going to trim a piece to copy this, okay? And then we're going to use it for to build our bracket, alright? And it may work for both sides. I'm not sure. We could make identical. We could use it to make a template for to make a second bracket too, okay? Okay, so yeah, let's go do that. That's going to be my first task tonight, and then I'm going to call it a night. Alright. Okay, I think this is about the same thickness too, so this is a good it's a good cardboard, and it's a little thinner. It's a little thinner at the tips. Maybe what I'll do is let's just draw a line here in the center where the material is thicker, okay? Let me put it on the ground too. Okay, so we're going to use this as a stencil for what we need to cut out of it. Okay, we'll just make sure that's lined up. Okay, I'm going to draw a line. Okay. And then I want to cut I want to basically make all the black disappear, okay guys? Okay, and there we go. We've got our template. All right, let's see how. Yeah, so let's take a quick look at what we're working with here. Okay, guys. So obviously this needs to be shorter. So it looks like we need to cut a lot of this area right here. Yeah. So we can probably keep a lot of this. What I want to do is I want to round this out a little bit. I don't want it so pointy. All right, so it looks nice, you know. But also we also want to keep as much of it as we can. So we're gonna I'm gonna cut some of keep on cutting this up until maybe we can just cut it right here at the right angle. All right. So this will go up there, and then we can push this further in there. Okay. And then we gotta cut it. We gotta shorten it for one thing. All right, but we can pretty much go all the way here. We can do the same thing here. I can cut it at an angle, like right here, so it fits just right around here. So it fits nicely. Okay. So that'll be the first step, right? Trying to get this guy to fit in there. And yes, obviously we're gonna drill holes in it and everything. All right, so we know exactly where we're going to start, cutting the actual metal bar. Okay, so and then I might want to make extra ones of these just in case. All right, just in case I mess up. I've got plenty of material. Okay, but there we go. All right, so that's the first step. We're going to use that piece of cardboard as a template for our bracket. Okay, so we don't have to just keep on fitting it back and forth. It'll be pretty close to perfect when I cut it the first time. All right, like measure once, measure twice, cut once, right? That type of thing, right? Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll actually get this guy to fit in there. Okay. I'll probably we'll take this bolt out right here. All right, so that's where it's gonna mount. All right, and then I guess the bar will go like through here, and then we'll probably cut it. I'll round it off here, and it'll go up to here, and then back out that way. Okay, so it's a little different than I envisioned it, but I think this way will be actually better. All right, it'll use more of the surface area for the brackets. Okay, and it'll make it stronger. Okay, all right, well, I'm done for tonight. In the next video,
Yep.